something is eating my squash. I mean, literally took two of the yellow squash off of the plant like it's a human. There are no remnants. Now y'all tell me what sense does that make? Now there's another one coming on, but there's two squash that have been like literally snapped off. So I don't know, are the squirrels that genius? Like they snap the squash off? There are no like, there's nothing left of the squash. It's like somebody just took it off of there. So where is it? You see what I'm saying? No pieces. Now look at my corn. I got some canes leaning over. Y'all see that? Let me zoom out just a little bit more. Look at this. So something is coming up in here. Look at my corn leaning over. Y'all, I thought I was going to make it. I thought I was going to make it. So this looks like maybe it was the entry point. Or it came in this way, get the squash, and came out this way. So crazy. Look at that. Oh, this is neat. Oh, look at there. But we'll see how long it lasts. Maybe I should get some twine and run all the way around to hold them back up. But, gosh, y'all, I thought I was going to make it with the corn. See how it's bent over? Look at that. See how they're leaning? So, probably bigger than the squirrel, I'm thinking. Maybe a possum, maybe a raccoon. But they're literally snapping the squash off and running with it because there are no pieces anywhere. Like they're not sitting here and eating it. The lettuce is still looking really gorgeous in full sun. Isn't that pretty? And I've harvested a few times. Wonder what that is growing up out of there. My asparagus beans are not looking so hot. Probably need some fertilizer. And or this soil may be too... I don't know. The lettuce is doing good though. So I'm not sure. I haven't fertilized really anything yet. So that's probably what's happening here. I got some turnip greens going on here. But I'm just pulling for the turnip, the root, so far, because the greens aren't looking that hot. They look better on this end than they do down there. But I've also, you know, it's getting hot. Turnips are a cool weather crop. Excuse the, my neighbor is jamming down there. The carrots are, this soil is too compact for carrots. So I probably won't do that again next year, so I can work on the soil a little bit. But other than that, everything's coming along. I just feel like I'm so far behind, but that's okay. So can somebody tell me what this is? I feel eerie every time I walk past it. I'm just like, what are you? Kind of looks like the carrot, doesn't it? It looks like the carrot. So that leads me to believe that it's poison, hemlock, which I don't want, and which I think I have growing right next to the carrot. So here's the carrot. Here's the poison hemlock. It's also in the row of carrots that are sown. But it looks a little different, doesn't it? You all pay attention when you're in your gardens. You never know. So like, I used to not wear garden gloves at all. And then only when I feel like there's a threat. So like when there's an insect that I don't like, I'll put them on and I feel like a superhero. I can do anything. But now I'm just like, when you bring in soil from other places, you just never know what's in it. And so none of this was here. None of this was here before this year. I've never ever seen this bush plant. There's some other things that are coming up that I've never seen before. So I think it's really from the soil that I'm bringing in. But that's just a risk that you have to take, it seems like. But yeah, I really believe this is poison hemlock. Can anybody confirm that? So I believe these are black-eyed Susans coming up here, which I'm okay with. The Kentucky Wonder Poke beans are coming along. Look at there. They're making their way over to the trellis. Yep. The mustard greens are pretty much all gone to seed. So I'm going to, it's going to be quite a match to pull all this out. I have a kids camp coming on Wednesday in a few days. So we'll probably work on it then. But I'm also thinking about just taking a weed eater to it and mulching this area and letting it sleep for the rest of the season, and then putting it back into action next in the fall or in the spring. So I finally picked most of the red mustard greens because all of them were pretty much going to seed, and you can see the ones that are left are pretty much bolted. But these are purple beans, bush beans, and I love these things. They cook up really well. They taste so fresh, and they're purple, but when you cook them, they turn green. So let me see if I can find one here. Ugh, look at there. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. So when the kids come, we're going to plant more seeds here. So I had some collards in this bed. They didn't do too well, but you see like the late seedlings are coming up, and they look okay. I'll probably get the kiddos to pull this out too. But I planted some cowpeas here, some black-eyed peas. And so they're just on this half of the bed, and so they're coming up really, really well. I'm excited. First time growing them. Now I don't eat black-eyed peas. I have a friend that does, so they're all his. Once they get going, not sure if these bush or vine. This is my first time growing them, and I've seen different videos where there's different varieties that do both bushing and vining, or they bush and then vine up. So I'm not sure. So I didn't put it on a trellis or anything, but I'm okay with that. The only thing is I don't have the drip irrigation in this bed or this bed, and so I have to water here until I can get that drip irrigation running. I don't even know if it's possible, but we're going to try here. But pretty much the rest of the garden is from here up is on drip, except for a few containers that I have. Look at those mustard greens. Red giant mustard greens. Beautiful crop. Okay, so here in this bed we have some more tomatoes. We have a variety of pepper plants. Again, I just feel like I'm so far behind on some things, but we have some tomatoes going on, so I'm excited about that. And oh my gosh, something has been digging. I'm gonna show you in just a second, but I must get these. I got the stakes. I just got to tie these plants, so they need to. I'm gonna get some twine. Or some tape. I might have some tape, and I'm gonna tie those to the stakes. But nice, healthy plants. Nice, healthy plants. And I believe this is just a red slicer tomato. I may be wrong. I need to check my list because I don't have labels here. But somebody planted these out for me. But these tomatoes are looking gorgeous. So I'm excited about that. So this is my strawberry patch, and I only have strawberries planted all the way down here. And then I have some echinacea plant that I just planted yesterday that's looking kind of sad because it's been hot today and the drip wasn't on this morning. So the hubby forgot to turn it on. But that's okay. But look at this big old hole. So something pretty decent has been over here digging. Probably the same thing that took out my squash. There's another hole down there, and I planted 2 watermelons here. It's a tender orange watermelon, so it has orange flesh. Let's see, where's the other watermelon? Oh yeah, there's one, and then the other one's down there. But all this is weeds, and I'm not sure. There's a weed here. I'm not sure what that is either, but it's coming up, and it almost looks like a nice flower is going to eventually come out of it, but I'm not sure what it is. So again, soil that you bring in, you just never know what you're going to get. Planted the okra in these tires a couple days ago, and so again, they're kind of young, but we're cool. We're in June. I'm in zone 7A, so must get all this stuff planted out. I'm about done for the season, or you know, I'm gonna have a late crop or no crop. So gosh, it's cleanup time, right? The nursery has to get cleaned up very, very soon, and so the kiddos are probably going to help some with that. But for the most part, I've gotten started. Some volunteers have been by 2 weeks ago, and they helped get started, so that's great. Look at these Armenian cucumbers here. Beautiful plants, right? My cucamelons haven't come up very well. It's just a bunch of weeds so far. I might have 3 or 4 that have come up. These are all raspberry bushes that need to find a home. But that's it, y'all. I just wanted to show you a little bit of what's going on in the garden. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk at you later. Peace out.